Well, what's up, YouTube? It's Carolina Calvin coming back to you with Week 8 of the NFL 2015 season. Week 7, I went 10-4. I think that's definitely pretty good. Coming into this week, Lamar's starting out 1-0. The Patriots. I picked the Patriots, of course, on Twitter to blow out the Miami Dolphins, and that's what happened. Quickly, go ahead and get into the picks. The 9:30. This is the game in London, 9:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. Detroit Lions play the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm gonna take the Chiefs. You lose your best offensive weapons. I thought they had got a pretty good win last week. Detroit Lions lone victory coming against Chicago. Last week I thought they played pretty good, but then Minnesota started to pull away. Give me the Chiefs in this game, but who knows how these guys are gonna play. Chiefs going from the West Coast over to London, and Detroit coming over from close to being in the West Coast. About middle of the country, so we'll have to see how these guys play, because I know a lot of these players don't hate. They don't really like going to London. Let's just be honest. Next game, Tampa Bay Buccaneers head to Atlanta to play the Falcons. I'm gonna take the Falcons in this one. Tampa Bay still got a rookie quarterback. Falcons, they got issues in on their defense. They can't really get a bunch of stops. They held Tennessee to 7 points. It's Tennessee. You'll say this is Tampa Bay. But Tampa Bay did score 30 points against the Redskins. Redskins don't really have a great defense. But, actually Tampa Bay should, they had that game. They ended up losing it. But I'm going to take the Falcons in this one. Division rival, could be a really good game. Next game, the Arizona Cardinals head to Cleveland to play the Browns. Cleveland, they've had some good games. They had some close games. But I'm going to take Arizona. Arizona, a lot of talent. Nearly gave up that game last week against Baltimore. But I like Carson Palmer's played well. I like what they got from that from those running backs. Receiving core, Fitzgerald's having a pretty good year, especially this is a guy who a lot of people always pick him up on their fantasy team, and he usually doesn't produce the way we know he could. Obviously, the issues with quarterback he's had in the past, but I think he has a good one here. Give me the Cardinals. Next game, San Francisco 49ers head to St. Louis to play the Rams. I like the Rams defense. Offense, Todd Gurley, he's a beast. He's already become their best offensive weapon. I'm going to go with the Rams. Niners have struggled offensively. Receivers can't get open. Can't protect Colin Kaepernick. Defense, I think, what they got, they've actually played well. It's just the offense they have not helped them out. So I'm going to take the Rams in that one. Next game, the New York Giants head to New Orleans to play the Saints. Give me the Saints. I think they're starting to kind of turn it around. We'll have to see, because they did come off back-to-back wins. They beat the Atlanta Falcons, who at that point were they were undefeated, and they beat the Colts, who honestly have been struggling all year anyway. But the Giants people expect a little bit more. They are 4-3, but that Eagles game, it wasn't pretty. Next game, the Minnesota Vikings head to Chicago, play the Bears. I'm gonna take the Vikings. Definitely been the surprise team of this year. The Bears, like I said, still in rebuild mode. Who knows what's going on over there? I'm gonna take the Vikings. Definitely a team has started to turn around. Next game, San Diego Chargers head to Baltimore to play the Ravens. Now the Ravens, let me see. Most of their games have been close. They've been games that they could have went either way, and they just haven't been able to win. issues with the running game has been as good. Definitely not as good as it was last year. The receivers can't get open, and Steve Smith has been one of your better receivers this year. 38, 39-year-old player. That's not gonna get it done while when your younger receivers can't get it done. Chargers defensively just have not been as good. So I'm gonna take the Ravens in Baltimore. I'm gonna take the Chargers. That's a tough. Both teams have not. Both teams have played close games, but they have found ways to lose some of these games. But yeah, I'll stick with the Chargers. Next game, Cincinnati Bengals head to Pittsburgh to play Steelers. Steelers do get Big Ben back. He has Le'Veon Bell. He has Martavis Bryant. Of course, Antonio Brown's still there. But I think he's come back a little bit too quick off that injury. And because of that, I'm going to take Cincinnati, whose offense has played well. Running game has been great. Offensive line, Andy Dalton, AJ Green, Tyler Eifert, they've been great. I'm going to take the Bengals. Although, the Steelers, I think the defense, ever since Big Ben got hurt, they've been playing much better. But Cincinnati is where I'm going. Tennessee, next game, Tennessee Titans head to Houston to play Texans. Although the Texans got beat down bad, it was, I believe, 45-0 after the first half. I'm still going to pick the Texans. Tennessee is just as bad. They didn't get blown out last week. They only lost by 3. But, outside of the one win, which you can honestly attribute that to the Tampa Bay rookie quarterback. Give me the Texans. Next game is the start of the 4 o'clock game. New York Jets head to Oakland to play the Raiders. Raiders have definitely been a surprise team over there in the AFC. So, if I'm picking 2 surprise teams, NFC, Minnesota Vikings, AFC, Oakland Raiders. The Jets, I don't know. I might say the Jets. I just thought about it. This is the team they're damn playing. I'll change that. The Jets. But think about it, getting Cromartie, getting Revis, a lot of people expect them to improve, but a lot of people didn't expect passing game to be as good or the rushing attack to be as good as it is. So, yeah, you can definitely say, and then you look at that record, they do have a winning record. I'm going to take the Jets in this game. Like I said, Oakland has improved, but I like the Jets running game. I like the receivers, Brandon Marshall, Eric Decker. I like those guys. And defense, you got Cromartie, Buster Screen. You got the guys up front, Sheldon Richardson, Muhammad Wilkerson. Of course, you got also Darrell Reeves on the back end. Give me the Jets. Next game, Seattle Seahawks head to Dallas to play Cowboys. Now, I'm going to be pretty brief on why I think Seattle will win. Matt Castle's the Cowboys starting quarterback. Next game, Green Bay Packers head to Denver to play the Broncos. Battle of the undefeated teams. The Broncos defense has played great. They've been able to get pressured. Von Miller, DeMarcus Ware. Back end's been good with it keeps leading the way. The problem has been offensively. Running game hasn't been as good as it was last year, and Peyton has been terrible. He's been terrible. Probably had maybe 1-2 good games, and I think he probably had one good game. Other than that, he's been terrible. And that was the game against I can't remember. I think it was against the Chiefs. And even then, he turned the ball over, I think, twice. I'm gonna take the Packers. I think with what Aaron Rodgers has to work with, he's done a great job. Receivers getting hurt left and right. You're coming into the season without Jordy Nelson. The rushing game has been pretty good. The defense has definitely been, I think, underrated, and I wasn't really talking about it. Whenever people mention the Packers, they, of course, talk about Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to take the Packers in that one. And that's the Sunday night game. The Monday night game, Indianapolis Colts head to Carolina to play the Panthers. I'm going to take the Panthers in this one. The Colts just haven't been as good as they were. Obviously, as you look at the regular season last year, then looking at the additions that they got, you expected them to be better. They just haven't. They haven't been better. Panthers, at this point, no one would have guessed they were 6-0, especially Kelvin Benjamin going out. But defense has played well. Josh Norman has been one of the best corners in football. Many people wouldn't know that because he plays for the Panthers. I think the rushing attack has been getting better with each week. Cam Newton, while he hasn't played really well in terms of throwing the ball, I think he's helping to supplement that rushing attack, and the rushing attack has been getting better and better. And that's really what they want to do, is they want to run the ball first, either with Cam Newton or one of those running backs. I think they've done a pretty good job at that. They're not gonna hang a bunch of points on you. They're gonna grind it out, run the ball, play good defense. That's how they've been winning their games, and that's how they're gonna continue to play. So I'm gonna take the Panthers. Obviously, home team bias. But let me know what you think down in the comment section. Your game of the week. Of course, your picks up to this point, week 8, and I may do something. Some other videos. I do want to talk about who up to this point I think is like MVPs, different awards like that. I know it's halfway through the season, but I think at this point you can really talk about it. That pretty much does it. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.